Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be having music playing in the background, specifically one song. It's gonna be one song every video instead of like it just going through the whole playlist. But I'll have the creator of the song pinned like in the description or whatever. I'm a add him like I don't know. Yeah, I'll think of it. But I have a problem. Not a problem, more or less. I feel bad because this guy on Discord or person added me on Discord and was like, I know you probably don't want to hear from us, but I have a video idea. Bro, I've never felt like shit before. Like, is that the energy that I give off? Yo, let me know if that's the energy that I give off, because I really hate that. Like, yeah, just let me know if that's the energy that I give off. Anyway, without further ado, this will be What If Naruto Was Experimental on part 11. Without further ado, let's get right into the video.
You are watching Shinobi LX. Enjoy.
Okay, so I'll last up this part off with Naruto asking the Hokage, Hiruzen. Was it Hiruzen? I don't know. Anyway, I don't really care. It's been so long since I did this sort of. But this will like so when they get back to the Leaf Village, Gara on the way back to the Sand Village, she's like, "Can I do that?" And Shikaku's like, "You probably could, but let's be honest, we don't want to do that. We're not the Nine Tails." And Gara was like, "Why are you still talking to me?" And when Naruto gets back to the Leaf Village, let's go back to Gara's perspective. Perspective. And Gara was like, well, you can't do that. You can't really say that because Naruto is technically a tailed beast. Well, he is a tailed beast. So you saying that means you hate Naruto, and you hate Naruto because the old Nine Tails, and Naruto's the new Nine Tails. So you're hating on Naruto for something that he doesn't even have, for something that he didn't even do, because that's a whole new tailed beast technically. And technically, he's not even a tailed beast. He has the abilities and powers and has the same chakra similar to a tailed beast, but he doesn't look like one nor act like one. So technically, he's not a tailed beast. You're just being a hater. And Shikaku's like, you know what? Fuck you. And he just stops talking to him. And now let's go to Naruto's perspective. So from Naruto's perspective, Gara and not Gara. When they get back to the Leaf Village, Naruto starts rounding up prisoners from all over, like the Hidden Leaf Village. Basically, all the prisoners from the Hidden Leaf Village are rallied up and put down into Naruto's area. And the weaker ones got weeded out almost like 30 minutes in because Naruto wanted to wait 30 minutes to see what would happen. And a lot of them dropped dead, while the other ones that had decent chakra capacity stayed alive. So Naruto appears and was like, hello everyone, and this is your one chance at freedom. Either you can do this the easy way and maybe gain some of your freedom, but if we do this the hard way, you're not gonna have any. And a lot of them like, why should we be afraid of a kid? And then Conan, like, Naruto's like, people appearing, and and Conan was like, well, you should be, because you're in the presence of someone that's stronger than everybody in here. And I'm gonna say there was like one person that was in there that was that was way stronger than like every other prisoner. His chakra was just insane compared to them. He was a Kage level, which is he was like in the bowels of the prison basically. And he was a pretty skinny dude, but he was strong. Like, he was one of those dudes. So he laughed and was like, are you sure that he's stronger than all of us? And Sakura was like, I know him. That's so, like, I'm just gonna name him Ryuk. That's Ryuk. He's from he's like he's the most dangerous person here, probably besides us. And Naruto's like, it seems like it won't be a fair fight if we're down here. Maybe we could take him up to the surface. And Conan was like, that's not advisable. He can just run away. And Naruto's like, nonsense. I'll just track him down. All the more fun for me, right? And Conan sighs was like, you act like a child sometimes. Naruto looks at her like, did you forget? Did you honestly just forget? I was literally born again like a couple of months ago. Like, I mean, like a year or two ago. You want to go through this again? Um, yeah, I am a child. That's gonna outlive every single one of you. Anyway, and he turns around and Conan's like, that's a dick move. Like, you can't just say that and just turn around. And Conan like she starts looking around and Sakura's like, oh. And Conan was like, that's why you're not a superior anymore. You gotta do what I say. And Light looks at Conan and was like, it's not nice to flex your power. And Naruto turns around and was like, yeah, it's really not. And they look at Naruto and was like, says you. Out of all people, you. So I finally get up to the surface and like Naruto basically asked the Hokage. I think it was Jiraiya. I'm gonna just say it was Jiraiya because why not? He asks Jiraiya, could he clear out that area and give like some Anbu members to make sure no prisoner tries to escape, and give them the Chunin exams arena. So he Jiraiya agrees and gives them what he needed. And Jiraiya asks Naruto, what's the purpose of this for? He was like, don't worry about it. Because now it's going to get fun very quickly. So, during like when they get ready to fight, and Naruto's like, I'll make a deal with you. If you can beat me, I'll let everyone in here go, including you. But if I beat you, I turn all of you into mindless zombies. Kind of like these two. And when he says that, they just appear. And if you don't know what they are, go back and watch the last part. I think it was part 10. Yeah. And the dude was like, maybe not me. And Naruto's like, oh no, see that stands for all of you. So if you don't give me a good fight while you're on here talking stuff, if you don't give me a good fight, you're getting turned into a mindless zombie. I don't care what you say. And he was like, well, I guess I have to put my all into this. And Naruto's like, you butter. It wouldn't be good for your health if you didn't. So he was like, okay. So he sighs and he gets in the stance. And Conan says begin and Naruto disappears. And then he's like, oh wait, and he stops mid and he stops mid like for they're basically gonna decapitate him. Naruto stops and a huge gust of wind knocks him off to the side, and then he gets back up. It was like, that speed is unreal. But he's like, I haven't even you began to fight yet, so I still have a chance. And he activates like this chakra, like a chakra scythe basically. Like that was he developed it on his own. It was like a scythe made out of chakra. It's literally in the name. And Naruto's like, that's interesting. Maybe you can be a specific type of drone. And the fucking pop-up ad, really? Are you gonna play my fucking song now? No, just quietness. I'll be back. There it is, never mind. So Naruto's like, hey, get off the field, and the guy turns and looks and the things are still in the field, and Naruto's like, sorry, I haven't really been in combat with those things before, so I don't want them to be on the field and you end up touching me and they end up tearing you to fucking bits. So yeah. And he's like, that's not the point. And he vanishes and he appears next to Naruto. And like he gets next to Naruto, and when he swings, Naruto looks at it, like looks at the chakra scythe, and like uses his like just grabs it and was like, "This is interesting," and he tosses it, like he basically like just moves it. And if you're asking what hand he grabbed it with, it's the one that's like when he activates that certain form, his hand turns into like the nine tails. It looks like the nine tails shit. So he like they were like, what the hell? Like what is this kid? And Conan informs him like him and the nine tails are one being. He absorbed the nine tails. And everybody was like, wait, what do you mean absorb the nine tails? And Naruto's like, that's enough, Conan. They don't need to know that. They were in prison for a reason. And let's be honest, anyone that's just gonna be turned into a mindless drone shouldn't even have the right to speak. And the guy was like, you know what, that's it. And he starts he starts going all out, and the fight lasts. And then like when the fight lasts like 5 extra minutes, and then like when Naruto finally gets tired, like of like sitting here just waiting around, Naruto's like, all right, I think I've had my daily dose of fun for today. I think it's about time I end this. And he grabs the guy by the face, and he starts flooding him with chakra. If you know you know where this is going. But instead of turning him into a drone, he turns him into a superior. He's above Conan and the other guy, and Light, because he's what we call superior. So it goes Naruto superior, Light, Conan, Sakura, their on and so forth. So when he gets up, he's like, "What did you do? What is his power?" And Naruto's like, "Well, see, you're clearly worth my time. So everyone except for you are gonna become mindless drones." And everybody starts freaking out, and they're like, I'm gonna get out of here." And Naruto's like, no, 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 no. And he makes shadow clones, and like they all are at the gates. And Naruto's like, be reassured that if you try to leave, I will end up killing you. And if I don't, there's like, I would say like 30 to 40 Anbu members outside that would love to get their hands on some criminals, just to dice you up a bit. And Naruto's like, now we can do this the easy way and you won't feel that much pain. Or we can do this the hard way and you almost die. And a lot of them start trying to fight the Naruto clones, and they just start getting grabbed by the face and flooded with chakra anyway. And Naruto's like, well, this is gonna take not that long really, but long. And the guy Ryuk was like, what do you like? What? Why? And Naruto's like, just think about it. You're strong, capable. Plus, it'll be a waste to see that chakra scythe just die out as instantly as it did. But see, here's the thing now. If you even think about running away with my power, I can always find you and take it back. And you're gonna die when I get it back. Welcome to my clan. Behave, and there'll be no problem. Conan could show you around. Oh, before I do that, hey Conan, come here. And Conan, she comes down, like she bursts into papers from the stands and appears next to Naruto. And she's like, what Naruto? Like, what do you want now? You gonna make him stronger? And Naruto's like, no, not necessarily. I'm gonna make you stronger than him. And Naruto's like, oh. Well, Conan's like, oh. Well, proceed, I guess. And Naruto grabs her, because let's be honest, it's Conan. No one wants to see Conan get grabbed by the face. So Naruto grabs her hand and floods her with more chakra than what he did Ryuk, and she is in pain. But she's not really showing it, but you can see it in her face. So when Naruto's done, she's extremely she's way stronger. she's just not a superior. Like Ryuk still ranks over her, but she's not like she's just she's just stronger than him. So Naruto's like, now you can show him around. Down there, obviously. And she's like, right. And Naruto's like, everyone else should go with them. And then like the ones that are still there, like Naruto's like, I think we have enough of those. So yeah, we just need to find people that are willing to become a part of our clan. We should start putting out flyers. And Sakura took that to the literal extent when she had left because she heard Naruto talking about that. And she made flyers and she was going throughout this, like, all throughout the neighboring villages, posting them, like, if you wanted a fresh start at life and you want power, come to the Leaf Village and, you know, you can become a part of the Chaos Clan. I don't remember if that's what it was called, but yeah, it was a long time ago in one of the vids. I haven't really watched it lately, so yeah. It was chaos. Yeah, I think the English word for it was chaos, but yeah, whatever. So like the next day, it was like I'm gonna say at least 200 or so people sitting outside sitting outside like little underground area. Well, sitting outside the Leaf Village, and Naruto appears in front of the Leaf Village, and they were like, "There he is. There's the Naruto. There's gonna be our new a clan leader. We're finally gonna be wanted somewhere." And Naruto like looks, and Jiraiya was like, "You have to do something about this. They want to join your clan, Naruto. You know that, right?" And Naruto's like, "What the hell happened?" And Sakura kind of starts walking away, and Naruto looks. It was like, "Sakura, what did you do?" And Sasuke was like, "Oh, great." And then I'm gonna say Ryuk was with Naruto. Naruto's right hand and left hand people are Ryuk and Kari. And Ryuk was like, Naruto, come to think about it, you're the only person that actually trusts me with anything, so I'll probably end up following you to the ends of the earth anyway, and it's not like I could run. So you have my undying devotion toward you. Until someone else stronger comes along and put you in your place. And Naruto begins to laugh. It was like, the fact that you think that there's someone stronger than me is amazing. I'm the Nine Tails itself. What point of all powerful didn't you understand? I am the strongest being in this entire village. And Sasuke was like, that's debatable. And Naruto looks at him and was like, no, it's really not. You No, you're not. You're not stronger than me, not Sasuke. That's not how that works. You can't just become stronger than me overnight. And Naruto's like, okay. He turns around because like they're calling his name, and Naruto's like, he turns and looks at Sakura before he does anything. He's like, I'll deal with this later. I'll deal with you later, but for right now, I have to address my new fucking clan members. He was like, please follow me and do not stray from the path, or my shinobi that from the Leaf Village will have to take you and escort you outside of the village. So, and there were children, like there were men, women, and children out there. So, yeah, and they traveled all across the world. And Naruto hearing, like, as he's walking through, like as they're walking through, Naruto's hearing some of them being like, we're finally wanted somewhere. We're finally gonna have a fresh start. Like, things like that. And Naruto remembers when he wasn't wanted anywhere and he couldn't have a fresh start, which kind of made him hate them. But envy the fact that he's able to give these people a fresh start. So when they get down into Naruto's area, them see there's like a huge, just like a whole bunch of houses, like around, and like in the center of the crater, like that's a big open area, like a park almost. And that's where all of them were at. And Naruto's like, okay, we're gonna try something, before you guys end up dying. And And they started freaking out, and Naruto's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna help you guys, in a second." He makes a giant dome, and it looks like the fort, like the when you make the chakra, like the chakra from like the Three Tails, like the skin chakra. Yeah, he makes a dome like that around them, and all of them like start changing, like their hair starts turning red, things like that. And Naruto, like Naruto, after like a couple of minutes, he removes the dome, and a lot of them have red hair. Most of them don't have abilities. Like the civilians of Naruto's clan, they have abilities, but they're not useful abilities, or they're too dangerous for them to be using them outright. And Naruto said if they even use their abilities or thought to use their strength against civilians or other people that didn't deserve it, Naruto would kill them instantly. And Naruto's like, these are your superiors. Ryu, Kari. Was it Kari? No, it was Konan. I'm sorry. Konan, Sakura, Karin, Hinata, Light, and Light's baby brother. And Naruto, Light was like, what the hell? And Naruto's like, and before we do any of that, we have to assign you guys something as like a bodyguard per se, like a maid. But we will be using these for war in a little bit, so yeah. But for right now, they're yours. And Naruto summons them, and they were like, they do have different personalities. Like the personalities vary through them. So Naruto tells the people to go pick out one of the drones that they want, and some of like the little kids run over and they grab drones, and Naruto walks through and he's basically telling the drones to listen to them, listen to them, listen to them, basically, and only them. Besides like Karin, yeah, basically. So besides like Karin, Konan, Naruto, they have to listen to the family that Naruto assigned them to. So after that, Naruto basically like Jiraiya comes down. Well, Naruto was gonna go into his house, but before he could, he's like Sakura told him that Jiraiya was coming down here. And when Jiraiya comes down there, he sees like Naruto basically has a village underneath a village. So he's like, this is a little bit frustrating, Naruto. What happened? And Naruto looks at Sakura and was like, yeah, what happened? And Sakura was like, well, I heard you talking about how you wanted more people in the clan, and you said you should put up posters. And Naruto's like, I said that as a joke, and you took me seriously. Sakura, how come the only time you actually pay attention and listen to me is when I'm joking around? You want to shed more light on that situation? Or are you good? And she's like, I'm good. And Naruto's like, oh. Yeah, you're not leaving. And she's like, what are you talking about? And Naruto's like, you're not leaving from down here. You're staying down here to guard all of these guys. You're gonna be the quote unquote person, I think, like the mayor for right now. Like, yeah, you're gonna be a temporary clan leader while I go out. While me, Ryuk, Karin, all of us, and Konan, we go out there and we deal with the war efforts. We'll let you know if we need you via telepath. And Ryuk was like, dang, I just got in here and I'm already more important than you. And Naruto looks at Ryuk and was like, don't push your luck. But that shit was funny. He starts laughing and Ryuk was like, why? Just why? And Konan grabs Ryuk by the shoulder and was like, welcome to our world. And Naruto Jiraiya tells, well, an Anbu member appears next to Jiraiya and tells him that the other shinobi clans are here. Like, they're just waiting on Naruto and, his forces. And Naruto turns and looks and is like, hey, those of you who don't have any children, can I have your drones? And it's like, I'm gonna say it was like out of all 200 people, there were like 70 of like people that didn't have like children. So and there were like 50 old people like that had kids. Like basically anybody without a full family, like without a family, like without a kid or an elderly person that they had to take care of, Naruto took the drone from them. And so to help fight in the war. And Naruto's like, okay, let's go meet up with the rest of them. And this is where I'm in this part off. If y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like. Like I stated before, I will be putting the song that I have playing in the background as like a mention or what's the name, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, this has been Shinobi. Peace out.